Hey, what's going on? It's Bobby B here, coming at you with another great video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Gen 2 Prius hybrid battery, how to check them, how to check the voltage. I saw some insight videos on it. People really didn't get too in depth, or there was just too many dumbasses explaining videos, getting you in the wrong direction where you need to go. But not in this video. Bobby's going to show you the right way, and Justin, he's going to show you also, so stay tuned. Alright, we're inside the car here. I do apologize, I did not make a previous video before I did the repair, so I am showing you after the repair was done and trying to walk you through it. I'm starting off with this video because you can see the gas engine's running right now. It's charging the generator, and we're charging the battery, and it's going up. Previous, what was happening is we'd had the triangle of death constant. You'd race the code, it'd constantly come on, you disconnect the battery, it'd come on right away. The gas motor would go into like a limp mode and constantly run. You would see it charging the generator, and it would charge the battery a little bit, but then after so often it would just kind of drop back down to zero, even though it's showing. I knew that, I felt like something was off, so I did my own further diagnostic on it, and that's what we're going to jump into and kind of show you what we need to do here.
Alright, you will have to remove the back seat. I don't have a video of that. You can find some other videos on YouTube. But once the back seat is out of there, then you're able to get to the hybrid battery.
Alright, back here we got the cover and everything off. We got your hybrid battery here. To do this properly, this is about the best way that I figured out. Just get back here, you got to take that piece off of here, then you got this one piece, you take it off. You got to be real easy here, but you got your inline voltage coming here for your DC coming off your converter from the generator up front. So right here is where it's real important. Be easy, don't touch this to the side. You know, use safety equipment, apparatus, whatever. So right here on this side, that is going to be your DC voltage for the battery, and then on this side, that is connected to the converter going up front. This is actually, both of these are contact solenoids that will open and close depending on how the ECM controls the car system here. So we're going to have our lovely assistant Justin here with his leads here. He's going to check out the battery side first, the other side. And you need to have an auto meter DC. Make sure it's an auto. As you can see, we're reading 216 volts DC. The car currently isn't running right now, but if it was running, go ahead and show them the other leads. And the other leads there, see, we got 216, 15 volts. That is still the car battery going and feeding the AC right now up front. But if the engine was running right now, we'd probably be reading around 220, 225. We're going to go ahead and get the motor to kick on, and you'll see the difference in just a sec. Alright, the gas motor is on now. He's on the other side of the contacts. As you can see, we're higher on the voltage, so this is what it's supposed to look like. Similar to this is how you know if you got a good running system, your converter, everything's working good, and the DC battery is working good. Another thing to check on, see how we're still going up because we're running. That's a good sign the converter is operating. Can't really see it in the video, but we're charging the battery up on the screen up there. Another thing you can do, if you want to check and without taking this whole assembly apart, is you get your battery fully charged on it. You check your standing voltage. You let it sit overnight. Show them where to check the leads at again on the battery side.
Check the battery side right here.
Yeah, so we're running, so we're going to be a little bit higher right now, but say the car wasn't running, you're going to write down your number.
Then you're going to want to wait about 12 hours and check the voltage again. You shouldn't have much of a voltage drop, 2 volts max. Good voltage ratings, anywhere from 203 to 225. Anything higher or lower, you got an issue with your hybrid battery or something draining it.
Alright, so now that you kind of know what you should check for the hybrid battery and the converter, because obviously if you wasn't bringing in volts on this side of the contacts, then you got an issue with your converter up front and not your hybrid system, because this is always going to be coming on no matter how your hybrid battery is doing. You should always get voltage if the motor's running or the wheels are turning. So with us, how we determined that we had an issue, but not really with the actual battery, but more of a communication issue, is like I said, we was checking our voltage here and there. It's the same voltage that we was getting before, but the vehicle up front, the gauge up there wasn't communicating correctly, and plus we had the triangle of death. So what we had found, and you can actually do this with a high-end scanner, is the actual computer on the car wasn't recognizing the actual 203 volts coming from the hybrid battery. But we verified that with a meter that we was good. So what we had determined and found out that the ECM for the hybrid battery wasn't communicating. So we dug into it more and more, and then we actually found that the plug was burnt, and the ECM got burned inside, and the plug down there was also bad, and we ended up having to replace the wiring harness off that plug all the way to the bus bars off the back of the hybrid battery. And that's what was going on. It didn't know that it actually had the right voltage, and it was telling the system that the hybrid system was bad for the battery, but it actually wasn't. All right, furthermore into it, I'm gonna show you more of the damage here. You can see the burnt wire for the actual harness here. That's why we ended up replacing this assembly, and that the actual hybrid battery module, the ECM. Actually, we got it all used, so that was saved us a lot of money there. Just kind of wanted to give you more of a breakdown. That being said, on our system, it was just the ECM. Yours, it probably is going to be the hybrid battery. Usually when you get that triangle of death, it's usually the hybrid battery. But the leads that I was telling you about checking here with the voltages and stuff, you can go and check individuals cells off of the actual hybrid system itself, but you got more in depth of taking the full cover off, checking the leads there and trying to see if you got 203 or not. If you're less than that, you know right away you got an issue with the hybrid system. You're going to have to dig into it deep. This is just a quick diagnostic while we show them. Also, these here are the bus bars. Some of y'all probably already know that. You can see some of these are really bad decay. While we took the hybrid system out, we noticed they was decayed. We actually gone ahead and replaced all of our bus bars, but we don't have any real video. I got a couple pictures I'll show you in the next little thing. But you can see they were really decayed. Like that one's really bad. Over here, but crazy. You can clean these, but bus bars ain't that really expensive, and then time is money at the end of the day. Let's see here. Here's some more of the bus bars here. Like I said previous on the video, is there wasn't a whole lot of incomes on what we dealt with. That's why I wanted to kind of make this video on how the ECM was a big difference, because how we got the car, the person was in the inhabitants that it was going to need a whole hybrid battery. A few other people thought the same thing, and yeah, you could have bought the whole hybrid battery assembly, then it would have probably came with a new ECM. If you would have went that route, and yeah, it would have fixed the problem in your mind. You thought you took care of it, but instead it just needed the ECM and a little bit of a wiring harness. So just keep that in mind before you just start throwing parts and stuff. Always diagnose it, try to get more of an understanding, and if not, just send it to a professional. Well, that wraps up everything. Bobby B out. As always, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for future and more entertaining videos.